Good morning. It's January the 18th, 2026, and I'm Reg Knight. I hadn't planned on doing a video this Sunday morning. I'm enjoying the football playoffs, but the Trump administration pulled a lot of tricks, and I think you should be advised of what's going on. Let's start with number one. Late Friday night, the DOJ decided that they were not going to release any more of the Epstein files, as they assert that Congress has no authority to make them do so. So that means if the DOJ is correct that all the laws on the books, including the president being the president and the attorney general being exactly that, are no longer valid. So my question is, what do we have if we do not have a constitutional government? We got a mess with Donald Trump and Pam Bondi. Point two, Donald Trump also came out late Friday evening and threatened 10 European countries with 25% tariffs, saying that these tariffs would remain in place. And one of the countries is the UK, one of our strongest allies, allegedly. So he says that these tariffs will remain in place until Greenland is purchased. Fortunately, EU leaders have finally got the memo about not to appease Donald Trump or feed him after midnight, because their joint statement says, and I'm paraphrasing, we will just have to deal with the 25% tariffs because Denmark is not for sale and Europe would not be blackmailed by Donald Trump. That's almost a direct quote, and it's very undiplomatic. It's pretty much to the point. The third thing, yeah, there's more, is that the Pentagon has called up 1,500 active duty troops with the purpose of invading Minnesota to restore law and order. Now, I refer back to point one on this. How can you fix your mouth talking about law and order when you are violating court orders right and left, when Donald Trump has already been told that he cannot use National Guard or active duty troops against his own citizens, particularly when they have governments that have been voted on for the people, by the people, and they have a constitutional right to decide what works and what doesn't in their state. But if they're going to do that, I suspect they're going to move on that this week. It's very clear, folks, that the testimony of that young man who was in the military, who named some big names who violated him, is a dynamite keg that they're doing everything they can that it won't explode. But I think that the time for that is way past. A new CNN poll released this morning states that Donald Trump has the lowest poll numbers of any person sitting in the Oval Office in modern history. And the Democrats have a 16+ point majority heading into the midterms. The only question is, as I get back to football, are we going to make it to the midterms? It's anyone's guess, because the things I'm hearing out of Minnesota, that they're not going to tolerate 1,500 U.S. troops or 1,500 anyone coming into their state to cause trouble. So stay tuned, folks. Enjoy your weekend, because this may be a tumultuous week. And we've had many in this past year with Donald Trump. But this could be a red banner week for malfeasance. It's the 18th of January, 2026, and I'm Reg Knight. Have a good day.